Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing about direct and indirect speech. What is direct and what is indirect speech? Direct speech is when we quote the exact words of the speaker. For example, Dia said, I am going to the park. And if I pass this message to somebody and if I am talking in direct speech, I would say Dia said, I am going to the park. I have quoted the exact words of Dia. I have not made any changes when I am passing this to somebody. And what is indirect speech? It is used when we report what someone said to a third person with some changes. Now see how the same sentence will change. Dia said that she was going to the park, because Dia has already said a dialogue, I am going to the park. Now when I pass this message to a third person, it becomes a message of the past. In the present, I am passing that message, so I will make certain changes because Dia is going to the park. I am not going to the park, right? So I will say Dia said that she was going to the park because Dia said this to me in the past and I am passing it to somebody now. So that is why I will make these changes. So direct speech is the exact words of the speaker, and indirect speech is when you pass on what speaker said to a third person by making certain changes. Now direct speech general rules. Direct speech is always written in inverted commas. Priya said, I need a break. What is the dialogue here? I need a break. So dialogue is always written in inverted commas. Vikram said to his sister, what is the dialogue? Are you preparing for the exams? Are you preparing for the exams has been written in inverted commas. Okay? Alright. Now, second thing is indirect speech rules. Now, in direct speech, you have to only remember that direct speech is written in inverted commas. Now, indirect speech rules. Do not use inverted commas. In indirect speech, you will not use inverted commas. She said that she wanted to study abroad. Now, the dialogue is she wanted to study abroad. Here, we have not used any inverted commas. Change the tense. Tenses move backwards. Now whenever you convert a direct sentence to indirect sentence, always remember that tenses change and tenses move towards the past, because what someone has said becomes a matter of the past when you pass that dialogue to a third person. So he said, I have some work. He is saying it in the present, I have some work. Now when you pass this message to a third person, that means he has already said it. So you will say he said that he had some work. Third rule, change the pronouns. Now pronouns will also change. He said, I have some work. And when you pass this dialogue to a third person, you will not say he said I have some work. You don't have work, he had some work. So you will say he said that he had some work. Use the conjunction that before the dialogue. So he said I have some work. What is the dialogue? I have some work. And you will always use a conjunction that before the dialogue. He said that he had some work. So remember, do not use inverted commas, change the tense, change the pronouns, and always use the conjunction that before the dialogue when you convert a sentence from direct to indirect speech. Then change the time and make it move backwards, because like I told you, tenses also move in the past because the dialogue has been said in the past. Similarly, the time phrases will also move backwards. For example, they said we will see you tomorrow. Now tomorrow is a matter of future. You have to make it move a little backwards. So you'll say they said that they would see her the next day. She said I ate an ice cream yesterday. She said that she had eaten an ice cream the previous day. Yesterday will change to the previous day. So time will also move backwards. Now, most important thing is you have to learn how to change tenses when you convert a sentence from direct to indirect. All the tenses change to past. Now, in 6th standard, we will only be focusing on present tense changes. We will not go any further. So just keep yourself concentrated towards present tense only. And remember, to learn direct indirect speech, you need to know your tenses very well. So go through all the tenses. Present and past we have done, right? So remember to go through the present tense, all its 4 subtypes, learn how sentences are converted into interrogative and negative, and then come to indirect speech. That will make things easier for you. Okay, so simple present tense, like I told you, all the tenses change from present to past. So simple present will change to simple past. She said, I love chocolates. Dialogue will always change. So always focus on the dialogue. I love chocolates is present tense. What is the past tense of I love chocolates? I loved chocolates. Now when you pass this dialogue to somebody, you can't say I, because she has said the dialogue, right? So you will say she said that she loved chocolates. Present continuous will change to past continuous. All the present will change to past tenses. They said to her, we are sitting by the pool. What is the dialogue? We are sitting by the pool. This is present continuous, happening right now. Now change it to past continuous. We were sitting by the pool. Now you can't say we when you change the sentence from direct to indirect. So you would say they told her that they were sitting by the pool, because they were sitting, not you. Okay? And remember, when there are two speakers in the speaking part, here see there are two people, right? They said to her. So when you change it to indirect speech, you would use they told her. You would not say they said to her. So whenever there are two people in the speaking section, you will always use the reporting verb told. Otherwise, if there is one thing only, like in the previous sentence, she said, so in indirect also you would say she said that. Okay? Now, present perfect will change to past perfect. She said to her, I have posted the letter. Dialogue is I have posted the letter. Past perfect would be I had posted the letter. But the pronoun I has to change, because you did not post the letter, she posted the letter. So you would say, now see again there are two speakers here, she and her brother. So you would say she told her brother that she had posted the letter. So always go stepwise. First see the dialogue, convert the dialogue into the tense that is required, then change the pronouns, and then see whether there is one speaker or two. Present perfect continuous, it will change to past perfect continuous. Now see how we are going to change. He said, we have been working on this project since January. What is the first thing we need to do? What is the dialogue? We have been working on this project since January. Change it into past perfect continuous. We had been working on that project since January. This will also change to that. Second thing, we will remain the same? No, because you have not been working on the project. He has been working, or they had been working. So we will change to they. And here there is only one speaker in the speaking section, reporting section. So you will write down, he said that they had been working on that project since January. Now, how does time change in indirect speech? Tomorrow, the next day. Today, that day. Next week, next month, next year. The coming week, coming month, coming year. This week, this month, this year. That week, that month, that year. Last will change to the previous. Yesterday will change to the previous day. Now will change to then. So if you look at the changes and if you see the pattern, everything is moving backwards towards the past, because when you are reporting a dialogue, the dialogue is already a matter of past. Okay? And some other changes, this will change to that, these will change to those. Okay, I hope you have understood what are the changes that we have done before. And remember, when you convert a speech from direct to indirect, tenses change. So for tense change, first see what the dialogue is and change it into the required tense. Then the pronouns change the pronouns also. I will change to he, she or it according to what the who the speaker is. Then the time will also change. Yesterday will change to the previous day. Tomorrow will change to the next day. And then certain other words will change. Time phrases like this will change to that. These will change to those. Now please go through your tenses first. Then move on to direct and indirect speech. Revise your tenses before practicing direct and indirect speech, and go through the examples in this video and try practicing them on your own in your rough notebooks. Thank you.